YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to TelliVision87. Thank you guys for watching. So today I wanted to bring up this topic for you guys. Tichina Arnold, she got on Twitter a few days ago, posed this question and got a lot of folks talking. So she went on Twitter and said, honest question, what can we as black women in America do to stop aiding in the emasculation of black men in America? Baby, she lit Twitter up, okay? Now, I actually went to her Twitter page and this got over, it's probably way more now, but at that particular time, a few days ago, it got over 5,000 comments, 10,000 likes, and like 5,500 somewhere around there retweets. So I had a lot of people talking. So I'm gonna go through some of these slides here and let you guys, see for yourself what some of the responses were. Someone says define emasculation because a lot of y'all, quote unquote, concerned about black men being emasculated, a lot of the time just sounds like homophobia or misogyny. Sounds like silent homophobia or misogyny. Emasculation isn't a real thing. It relies on some arbitrary idea that there is a specific way to be a man. There isn't. Europeans have tried to universalize manhood through brute force, but we have to reject it. We, black women, don't have anything to do with that, sis. Great question. Bitter broads are angry in the comments, but to answer, black women need to understand this black girl magic nonsense directly targets black boys for early emasculation. Boys are not men, they are children. They need to understand they matter too. We have one user who says, abandon the psyop known as feminism and the matriarchal system it has engendered with our culture. Then our women will stop trying to compete against our men, but work with them, and we can build proper families, communities, and generational wealth. And the last slide on here, this user says, there is nothing for black women to do. It starts and ends with black men defining their masculinity for themselves. Outside of racism, the only thing stopping black cis straight men from being men is themselves. Let me know what you guys think about these responses. Um, we got some folks who were like, it has nothing to do with, black women. There's some other folks saying that black women can help by doing XYZ. So somebody said last slide should have been first. The last slide is the black man taking accountability in that last slide. Last slide should definitely been the only slide. Let me know if you guys agree with that last slide. Let's go back to it. There is nothing for black women to do. It starts and ends with black men defining their masculinity for themselves. Outside of racism, the only thing stopping black cis straight men from being men is themselves. What do you guys think about that? Somebody said take us out the group chat. When Tichina Arnold posted this, I don't think she was expecting, all of this to be going on. I don't think she thought she was going to get all of these responses. Somebody said, I stopped reading the third slide after dude used the word broad. Everything you said after that is null and void, my dude, if you resort to terms like that. Emasculation, goodbye. The last slide definitely said it best. We all have to be accountable for what we do. I think the bigger topic is toxic masculinity, but that's a whole other beast. It's giving bring down black women to uplift black men, and I'm not here for it. I'll come back once the comments doesn't talk about don't judge me after you see my story. That's funny. Yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think. The one thing about being on the internet that I can't stand is everybody feels the need to voice their opinion and nobody cares about this type of stuff in real life. I will not shrink to make anyone feel better. You better grow and do the self work. Again, women having to alter women, I guess they're trying to say women have to alter themselves to please the fragile black man. Black women, this isn't our fight. Next caller. Black men, step up and define what it means to be a man to you. I agree with the last slide. Can black women just exist without saving, fixing, or aiding in other people's ish? So this guy here says we need to be masculine and proud of it and quit letting the media program or manipulate women or whomever doesn't like it or has an agenda against us stop us from doing so. It's not masculine to need the approval of anyone else to be you unapologetic. Quit being scared to speak up about how you feel, even if it doesn't sound good to the ears of the new media or those that have been bamboozled by them. Black masculinity ain't dead. Opportunity just got y'all scared. Man up. Oh, shout out to Shula King. Truth be told, both black males and females need to deal with each other with grace, understanding, and forgiveness. We demonize each other too much. Men, let's be better examples for our boys. Women, understand your son and daughter needs that positive male figure in his life. Don't block a positive relationship. Young boys and girls need to see how good men operate. That's a nice, well balanced comment. Martin dressed up as Shanae and dragged her for 5 seasons. Next. Okay, we got another long response here. The myth of the angry black women will never be dispelled because we're continuously blamed in most circumstances for things we're not even responsible for, and we're supposed to carry all this as well as raise the next generation and heal our communities under constant criticism and expectation, and we're not supposed to feel hurt or put upon. Oh, and now we're responsible for someone's masculinity. We are one of the most valuable and vulnerable components of the black community who's responsible for our healing. They emasculate themselves. Now, this is a conversation I can be present for. Pam is woke and I love to see it. Black love matters, black families matter. All right, here we go. This question is weird. One, in reality, most black women take up for black men. Two, everyone, including black cis men, consumes allows the degradation of black women in some form, from music to comedy and most things in between. But you don't see anyone calling for black men everywhere to mobilize and do something about it. Plus, emasculation feeds into antiquated, very narrow ideas about manhood and masculinity, which benefits no one, including the men you're trying to help. So, yikes. Emasculation of men in general is a myth, let alone black men. It's a term misappropriated and propagated by the black manosphere as a reactionary response to black feminism and black LGBT people gaining more representation and visibility. We can't do anything, but they, as in black men, can do a lot. They can start with figuring out what masculinity truly is to them. Let's see what a few more of these comments are talking about. Y'all love blaming women for men issues. I'ma say this one time, it is not our job to make them feel like men. That whole question just irked the F out of me. Why y'all always trying to include black women in black men problems but never help us when we're in need? Next question, please. Somebody said, ma'am, we are not doing this in 2022. Black women have nothing to do with that. Fathers show boys how to become men. This is like asking black men to show girls how to be women. What can black men in America do to better protect black women? So, yeah, I think the last slide really, you know, kind of sums it up. Everybody needs to do what they have to do for themselves at the end of the day. Wait, if women by large feel as if there aren't enough men to make them feel comfortable being in their feminine, how is emasculation a myth? Hmm. Stop reproducing with the defeated male and his fragile broken ego until he can redeem himself and be worthy of having a lineage. There is nothing that black women can do to help not emasculate black men. Black men and emasculate themselves, plain and simple. So, again, let me know what you guys think about this topic. Here's the question again: what can we as black women in America do to stop aiding in the emasculation of black men in America? Drop your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching. It's your girl Telly. TelliVision87 is the channel. If you guys want to check out more of my content, I'm going to link some here at the end screen. Alright, and I'll talk to you guys soon.